don't want to be single. And we're 4 weeks into 2023. Okay. Are you seeing the fruit, the results that you wanted to see this year? Or is it already just the same old, same old? And in John 15:8, Jesus said, "It is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit." So it is God's will for us to be fruitful. And I think that that's in a lot of different areas that we are called to be fruitful. It's not just about looking like you have it all together. I mean, Jesus cursed the fig tree because it looked good, but it didn't have any fruit. So we need, and what is fruit? Fruit is a result that nourishes us, and it nourishes others. Now, I like to know what to do, but I like to know how to do it. And Paul said, we forget what lies behind and we press on toward the goal. But sometimes it's really hard to forget what lies behind when it just seems like nothing's changing. It seems like it's always the same old, same old. Now, I'm saying that my talk today is about pressing on toward the goal. And I like to use the word goal as an acronym. So G stands for get clear about what you want. O is own it. A is act as if. And L is little steps. Now, we don't have time to go through all of that right now today, but I put together a little video where I explain all that. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you how you can get it. It's totally free. I'm not selling anything. And you can go watch it as many times as you want. But I just want to get you started, something that'll help you. So Michelle asked us in the breakout room, what is the mindset that you might need to shift? And what really keeps us stuck in anything is our thoughts. Now, we know that we think between 6,000 and 86,000 thoughts a day. Now, that's not the interesting part. What's interesting is that 90% of our thoughts are repeated thoughts from yesterday, and 80% of them are negative. And so we wonder why, like, well, why is it, it's the same old guy with a different name, same old drama, but a new job. Well, when we're staying in the same thoughts, 90% of our thoughts are repeated thoughts, and thoughts cause emotion. Emotion creates behavior. Behavior creates results. So our same thinking gives us the same results all the time. Now, changing those thought patterns is a challenge. So let me just give you, I like a hack. I mean, I don't know if you're like me, if you like a little shortcut. Here's a good way to help you start to shift your thinking. Ask different questions. Your brain only answers the questions you ask it. Okay? It won't give you anything more or less or different. So most of us are asking these type of questions. What's wrong with me? Why can't I lose weight? Why can't I quit eating sugar? Why can't I meet a good man? Why don't I ever have enough money? Why can't I be more successful? And it's usually some variation of what's wrong with me. Now, your brain is lazy, okay? It doesn't ever want to work hard, and it's going to normally give you the same answer it always has. Remember, 90% of your thoughts are repeated thoughts. So when you say things like, well, why can't I ever lose weight? Your brain says, oh, because you have no self-control. And you've heard that so many times that it feels familiar. And then you go, oh yeah, that's right, I have no self-control. And then because your brain wants to be right, it'll call to mind all the times you didn't have self-control. And you'll go, oh yeah. And it feels correct. And you go, okay, well, it must be true. But it's not true, it's just familiar. Okay? So it's changing those questions that you're asking your brain. And that is a really important thing to start to do. So kind of like what Michelle's question of where's the pony in this? How could God be using this for my good? How could God be using this situation to get me to grow up spiritually? So start asking yourself different questions. Now, Like I said, I like to know what to do, but I like to know how to do it. So I created a little training for you, and I think Tega's going to be putting it in the chat. But if you go to bit.ly/ pressing on toward the goal, you can get it, and you just type it in exactly like this, all lowercase letters. It's a little video training where I go through how can you get a new vision, how do you own it, how do you make the little changes, what are the step by steps that will help you. So it's free. You can just watch it anytime because we don't have time to go into all of it, but I hope you're ready to ask some new questions. Oh, Michelle, you're on mute now.
So that was lean and mean, but it was good. That's really powerful. The thing about how our brain just recycles old information and keeps us stuck in that groove. Oh my goodness. There's a good book by Carolyn Lee about the brain. And I just had a brain freeze moment, but somebody probably knows what the name of that book is. But just look up Caroline Leaf. She's a Christian psychologist and she deals with how the brain functions. But that is a huge, huge revelation. Change the question. So can we make that a high point that we remember at this point? Change the question. Woo! Okay, okay. Dea is up next. We're doing a marathon, but ladies, we're doing this so that you can have time to ask questions at the end, okay? So Dea is up next. Hi, Dea.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you. Hi, everyone. So my name is Dea. I am a women's empowerment coach. My area of work is marriage and family counseling. I work with single, divorced, married women, happily or not happily. I help women find themselves through the seasons of life, or if they just want to go deeper, in a nutshell, because we don't have a lot of time to discuss. So today I'm going to be talking about pivoting